Hello everyone and welcome to the Kirklees Gaming Central. I'm your host for this video, Adam Hood, and this is our review for Pokémon Sword and Pokémon Shield. There are a few things from my childhood that even today I can just sit down and enjoy, and Pokémon is definitely on top of that list. When playing Pokémon on the Switch, I'm just immediately brought back to the nostalgia from the previous games, and it felt like meeting an old friend for the first time in years, which I've not felt since Pokémon Let's Go Eevee and Pikachu. There are a variety of things Pokémon Sword and Shield have included, and that goes for fixes to as the old problems in previous games, such as constantly having to watch out for random encounters, and with the new fix of skipping many tutorials so you can just dive straight into the game. The start of Pokémon Sword and Shield is the same as the previous games, where you'll choose one of 3 starter Pokémon, which is Fire, Water and Grass, and then you'll go on your new adventure in the Galar region and defeat the gym leaders in order to challenge the Elite Four and become the new champion. Like the other Pokémon games, Sword and Shield takes its environments from the real world and uses that as a reference. This one has been inspired by the United Kingdom. There are a variety of new Pokémon and their looks and types and their stats, which have also been inspired by the UK. The newest Pokémon game is very accessible from the battles to the Pokémon breeding, and this really makes the game shine for casual and hardcore fans of Pokémon. Most of what you'll see in Pokémon is the same script that any Pokémon game will go through, but with some slight changes. For example, you can finally skip tutorials, which allows you to just dive right in. Travel in the latest Pokémon game is far easier, and the map has been made perfectly, with areas being just large enough to give you plenty enough to explore, and small enough that you don't find yourself stuck in the same area for hours on end. This is made even better with the Baiken you will receive in game and the fast travel service, which becomes available immediately from discovering your first town. From the moment you discover the next town, you'll have barely any time at loading screens when you fast travel. The traditional random encounters of old are gone now, and they are replaced with a new system where you can see the Pokémon that roam around, which is from the Let's Go games, and an exclamation point that will appear when you run through the grass that will allow you one random encounter with a Pokémon. But with this new system, you can now avoid fights instead of having to constantly battle again and again to get through multiple areas. You'll also find the Pokémon's habitats rarely repeat, so every area feels different. Even in the first 2 hours of the game, you'll encounter a frightening number of Pokémon, to the point that by the time you reach the first gym, you may have already caught well over 50 Pokémon or more. One of the new features in Pokémon Sword and Shield is the new wild area. This is a place that houses a large variety of different Pokémon of many types for you to catch, as well as many berry trees for you to encounter, and various NPCs that sell one-time use TM moves such as Hydro Pump or Thunder. In these wild areas is the new addition of raid battles, and this is where you can team up with other players or NPCs to battle Dynamax Pokémon. These Dynamax Pokémon can be captured, and they will have better moves as well as stats than the same Pokémon that you see in the wild. You will also have a good chance of catching shiny Pokémon. You can use this to receive a variety of items from every raid that you complete, such as XP candy, which allows you to raise the XP of your Pokémon without battle, or a rare candy which levels your Pokémon straight to the next level. Dynamax battles don't just stop there, as they will also take place in stadiums against other trainers, and you will find your Pokémon have access to cool new moves in their enlarged forms, with Pokémon also having upgraded appearances. The pace of the game is really well done, and despite catching so many Pokémon early on, I did not find them difficult to level up, and this allowed me to have more variety with my battles. There were times when I used the same Pokémon in an area so much that I found my Pokémon overleveled later. This shows how engrossed I was into the game and how generous the game is in allowing your Pokémon to grow. While these games are not the best looking on the Switch, they do indeed still look great. While there are some new animations for some moves, I found many to have the same animations as previous games, and they felt bland in contrast to the game's updated look. This made up for by some minor tweaks to the game, which makes it easy for you to adventure, such as the portable PC box. This allows you to change your party whenever you feel like it, and it's a great new feature. Another cool feature is the camping system. This allows me to play and cook with the Pokémon to give them temporary bonuses or increase the bond between you and them. So overall, I very much enjoyed myself on this new adventure in Pokémon, and I feel it really continues to bring the magic that previous games have. This is something that I would highly recommend, as you will find hours of enjoyment with some of your favourite Pokémon. So overall, I very much enjoyed myself on this new adventure in Pokémon, and I feel it really continues to bring the magic the previous games have. This is something that I would highly recommend, as you will find hours of enjoyment with some of your favourite Pokémon. So if you're on the fence about playing the game, don't be, as it is a joy and is not something you will soon forget, and it has my wholehearted recommendation. Well, that's it for me. My name is Adam Hood and I hope you enjoyed our review. If you liked what you have seen, then give us a like and subscribe and check out our other content. So goodbye from us from the Kirklees Gaming Central, and we will see you next time.